What's going on, everyone? We are back with a brand new video, and so I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. We know the NBA Finals are set to begin later this week, and additionally, what that also means is that for the past several days, the Finals, Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic, Jaylen Brown, and of course, and especially, Kyrie Irving has been the topic of discussion for the past several days. His level of play and just how he's been, particularly this season. A lot of that has been coming to light. You even had longtime LeBron water carrier Kendrick Perkins actually apologizing to Kyrie Irving. But additionally, what all that means is that there's a certain superstar in Los Angeles who hasn't been talked about for the better part of a week. As you know, he doesn't like that too much. So we know he likes to be the center of attention. So what does he do in order to inject himself back into the conversation on his propaganda cast, or as it is becoming known as it relates to JJ Redick, the world's longest coaching demo tape? The subject came up about Kyrie Irving, and you know what? I'm not even going to preface it. I'm just going to let you hear what LeBron James had to say about Kyrie Irving and be prepared to be gobsmacked. So here we go with LeBron James' comments on Kyrie Irving on, I think, Mind the Game on their podcast. And I will say it's about a 3-minute segment, and I want to let it play the whole way through so you can totally get a full understanding of what he had to say. So without further ado, here is LeBron James on his podcast.
So fucking happy and so proud and to watch him and continue his growth and whatever the case may be. And at the same time, I'm so fucking mad at the same time that I am not his running mate anymore. So I'm like, I just remember those times. And to back to what you were saying, JJ, like to have a guy like Kyrie Irving as the ultimate wild card, that's like having it's like having a draw four in your hand every time someone deals you cards in Uno. Like every single time, because he has the ability to, like you said, I saw in game one, Western Conference Finals, game one. You know, I think up until that point, I don't know the stat because I'm not writing down the stats and I don't call the games like you guys, but I think Kyrie was only averaging like 8 points in the first half, like in the second round of the playoffs. You know, he was getting his 16 to 20 in the second half, but in the first half of games, you know, it was like 6 to 8. Yeah, I don't know the exact number. It was 6 to 8. Yeah. And you're like, okay, you know you're gonna have Kyrie in the fourth, but I need you sometimes in the first half too, brother. But like what he did in game one, it was like at the Western Conference Finals, you was like, that was like, oh shit, Dallas may be able to not only win the Western Conference Finals, they might be able to win the whole thing because of that wild card. I have so many words to praise Kyrie that I end up with absolutely none because he's the most gifted player the NBA has ever seen. He has the best gifts I've ever seen of any NBA player. I've never seen a guy in my NBA life that feels better at times shooting with his offhand than he does with his primary hand. If Kyrie's off in a game with his right hand, he will literally go exclusively to his left hand. I've never seen nothing like that. The shot that he made versus Denver towards the end of the regular season on Joker, it's one of the most ridiculous shots I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's just that special.
I said this in the first round closeout game. I think it was the closeout game. He had PJ ISO'd right in front of the Dallas bench.
Oh my goodness.
And he went to his dribble package and he hit him with the left to right and then did the delay gather with his footwork to create the separation. Shot it. Ball goes in. He doesn't see it go in. He kind of just reacts to his teammates and the crowd. I'm not sure PJ Tucker could have played better defense. And I made the comment on air, and I think I mean this. I'm not sure there's ever been a player that's more aesthetically pleasing when he has it going. Like, his game is beautiful.
Listen.
And there you have it, the comments from one Mr. LeBron James. And honestly, yeah, sometimes you really just have to be in awe, absolutely in awe of the level of BSery that comes out of this cat's mouth sometimes. I mean, he says it like we don't remember. There's no footage. There wasn't any news about it. Because we know what happened. Like 2017 didn't happen. Like, you didn't try to snake this brother to get them to trade him for Chris Paul, and he found out. And that played a role in him. At least I heard it was Chris Paul. And he got out in front of it and asked to be traded. And that's what happened. And then for you to come back now and say, oh, I'm effing mad that I'm not his running mate anymore. What? And then here's the other thing. If I'm Anthony Davis, I'm looking at you sideways like, for real? Like, hold on now. I helped take you to a championship in 2020, and you sitting up here talking about wanting the old thing back? Well, look, and here's the other thing. We know what it is. Kyrie's getting his shine. He's getting attention and, dare I say, love to an extent from the media. And he wants in because he can't let anyone get any shine without trying to attach himself, insert himself, inject himself into the conversation. And it's crazy. It's almost, and it's insulting. Like, it's insulting our intelligence. Like, we didn't know that this didn't happen. It's crazy to me. Like, the level of narcissism, and as Turok says, it borders on megalomania. Like, I'm just in awe. I'm really in awe of this cat. Like, this is crazy to me. It's absolutely insane. That he would really fix his mouth to say this with a straight face. It's insane to me. But now, once again, mission accomplished. He's put himself into the news cycle. He's going to be talked about probably all through the finals now, because if he hoops out, they're going to talk about it. If Dallas loses, he's going to be talked about. So, in essence, he got what he wanted. Mission accomplished. And it's really sad that this guy, despite all his accomplishments, he's so insecure that he literally can't let other people have their moment in the sun. But I don't want to go on about it for too long. So what do you think about these comments from LeBron James? Let us know in the comment section, and let's have a conversation about it. But as I like to end every video with, thank you for spending a few moments with me. And as always, tell the ones that you love them. Peace.